Good morning everyone, my name is Alex and thank you for tuning into this very special trip report. Today I'm flying from Toronto, Ontario to Calgary, Alberta on the very first revenue flight of WestJet's Boeing 7879 Dreamliner. Just a note before we begin, what you see here is what you'll experience on a domestic flight. The experience on a transatlantic flight will be a bit different. Now, unfortunately, I missed some of the festivities due to a late inbound flight, but here we are at gate C35 in Pearson's Terminal 3. In 2017, WestJet ordered 10 787s with options for 10 more. The aircraft I'm flying on today is the first of these, with the registration C-GUDH. WestJet will take delivery of 3 Dreamliners this year as they prepare to launch transatlantic service from Calgary to London, Paris, and Dublin. As preparation for these long-haul flights, WestJet is flying the aircraft between Toronto and Calgary until late April. Today I'm sitting in economy class on board the Dreamliner in one of the extra legroom seats, which are located in the first 6 rows of economy class, rows 9 to 14. Here's my seat for this 3.5-hour flight, 10K. The legroom here is decent for me, though I am 6'8". Even with slightly more space, the seats were a bit tight for me. Keep in mind, I do make a lot of seats look smaller than they actually are. The headrests are adjustable though, and do actually go high enough for me. Here's a look at the contents of the seat back pocket. Just before departure, I also got this great gift of a 1:200 scale model of the very aircraft I'm on. Thanks, WestJet. WestJet's Dreamliner features in-flight entertainment screens in every seat. I'll go through the system once we're in the air. This also included WestJet's first ever safety video, which I really enjoyed, very Pixar-like.
Welcome on board WestJet. We would appreciate your attention during this safety video, as it outlines the safety features for this aircraft. There are 8 exits, 4 exits located on each side of the aircraft. Thank you for choosing WestJet. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Merci d'avoir choisi WestJet. Asseyez-vous confortablement. Et bon vol.
For now, here's our departure from Toronto, pushing back, taxiing, and taking off from runway 06 left.
It's our pleasure to be flying you over to Calgary this morning on WestJet Flight 655, our inaugural Dreamliner service, first flight ever with our guests on it, and we're very proud and extremely happy that you're all here to join us. Flying time today is just around 3.5 hours. hours at 38,000 feet. We're expecting a smooth ride. There might be a few bumps in around the Great Lake area, but generally a smooth ride. And more on the good news side is our 12 terrific WestJet flight attendants. They're going to make your flight as enjoyable as they know how. And looks like we're number 4 for departure. Be about between 6 and 8 minutes. We'll be up and on our way. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.
After takeoff, I had my usual can of Coke with a purchase of WestJet's tasty margarita pizza. This in-flight entertainment system is a first for WestJet. They originally had live TV in their first next-generation 737s, but moved to mobile entertainment through the WestJet app on the rest of the fleet. But on the Dreamliner, screens like these were a great addition. This Panasonic system is easy to use and very responsive, with a good selection and moving map. WestJet Connect is still available if you prefer, and there's Wi-Fi for purchase, which worked well and was pretty fast. Let's take a look at the rest of the cabin. There are 276 seats in economy class in 2 cabins aft of the second entry doors. There's one detail that might go unnoticed from a wide-angle cabin shot though. The color gradient that you see on the walls is actually made entirely of WestJet Deltas, and it looks very cool up close. Later on, the crew dimmed the windows and showed us how the lights will change during their transatlantic flights. Here's a peek at the premium cabin, as well as a quick look at what the legroom is like for me.
It's not untoward for Calgary in the depth of winter, but it's still not very pleasant. Gusty winds up to 20 miles an hour from the north, visibility reduced to about a mile and a half, and light snow, blowing snow, and temperature not too bad, -5 degrees. On behalf of all of us here at WestJet, especially the crew, thanks so much for joining us on our inaugural 787 flight. We're glad you could be with us, and wish you a very pleasant day.
With that announcement, we started our descent and landed on runway 35 right at Calgary International Airport just a few minutes later. As we taxi to the gate, here are my usual thoughts on the flight. I really do like the interior. It looks amazing, especially all the little details like the stitching on the headrests and the color gradients. Now, the only issue I had was that after about an hour or two of sitting, the seats started feeling a bit stiff and uncomfortable, so I did end up standing for quite a while. That being said, it's very likely thanks to my above average height. I spoke with some fellow economy passengers and they had no complaints about the seats other than shoulder room, so it could just be me. Again, and I really want to stress this, everything else, the cabin, the food, in-flight entertainment, WestJet hospitality, it was all fantastic. It was a great experience and one to remember.
Super 3 plus 3 proceed on to runway 35 off Cross Hill. Behind the company 37, you're going to see crossing front at Hotel Delta. Then Juliet, Golf, Foxtrot.
After deplaning, I stuck around the gate to check out the festivities for the return flight.
If you didn't know, today is our very first flight on our Dreamliner out of Calgary. So here to give a little bit of an introduction to it and welcome all of our guests is our President and CEO, Ed Sims.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can everyone hear me at the back? Yeah, everyone in economy class at the back, you can hear me? Excellent. Thank you all for joining us today. For those of you who don't know and think you might just be on a WestJet flight going to Toronto, you're actually on WestJet's first ever 787-9 Dreamliner flight to Toronto. Thank you so much. Calgary is WestJet's home. We have designed these flights, we have designed these flight timings around the people of Calgary and the people of Alberta. There is no other airline constructing such wonderful flight schedules specifically for Calgary and for Alberta. Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the world can fit around us for once. For all of those of you who are lucky enough to be on board this flight, have a wonderful flight. Thank you so much for supporting your Calgary, your Albertan airline, WestJet. Have a wonderful flight. Welcome on board.
Yes, count us down. Yeah, count us down.
3, 2, 1, go.
WestJet 787 is a big leap for the company, and it's clear that they've put a lot of work into the whole Dreamliner project. I wish them the best and very much look forward to flying with them again. So that was my experience on board the inaugural WestJet 787 flight. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next trip report. Until then, safe travels.